going on, everybody? This is the first week into the March month. I honestly can't believe that 2 months have already gone by in 2016, but we're still hitting the ground running. The Kickstarter is up and running for the first trade that encompasses issue 1 through 4 and the 5th issue. So you can jump in right now, or you can just pick up where we left off with the last issue. Plenty of stuff happened this last week, so I've got a little list of notes to keep me on track so this video isn't insanely long like the last few have been. Last weekend started off with a lucid dream about me and my younger sister, and if you've been following me for this last year, you know this, but just a note to new viewers. I lost my younger sister about 3 years ago in a car accident, and when I dream about her, it typically means that things are on track and I need to just calm down and let things happen as well as they're gonna happen. And this was no differently. I was stressed about the whole Kickstarter being alright and whatnot, and as soon as I hit the go button, there was like this wave of calm that went over me, and everything's just going well right now. I typically these last couple dreams that she has shown up for have been pieces of the grander puzzle that are going into the comic. I'll reveal those pieces when we get to them, but as far as right now, this last piece that was part of this dream won't be till one of the later issues, so I don't want to reveal too much because it's actually a pretty awesome concept that came out of nowhere. Wasn't expecting it, and just works so perfectly. Now with all that insane stuff out of the way, let's get into the week. Gaz posted one of his latest updates, number 30. It's an hour long. I highly suggest it. If you're thinking about getting into comics, it kind of just shows the process that we're all going through. He does a great job of showing the work that goes into it, but not only that, but this level of work you should be at, because it's a grind and it will wear you down. I am putting on a smile right now, but I am definitely ground down right now, especially with all the stress the Kickstarter brings on. Trying to get everything finished up for not only the trade but the 5th issue. I'm doing everything I can just to hang on. Awesome update. Jan posted an awesome sketch of me. I'll put a few of these pictures after these videos, so it'll be like the end little soiree of what happened this week. So thanks, Jan, for that awesome picture sketch of me. Also, this bad boy showed up. It's the third backdrop for the third backdrop for when I go to cons. It's the 5th issue's cover, showing off Donnie getting ready for getting all suited up. I think that just turned out awesome. So then Wednesday rolled around. Sent out a newsletter early in the morning, getting everybody ready for the Kickstarter. Kicked off the Kickstarter, gave my newsletter folks a few hours before I started posting it on social media and whatnot, that it was live. Also, if you want to check out that newsletter, I'll put the link to it down below. Basically everything that happened in February. Also tells a great story about me and my sister, and I'll put that picture. There's a picture that I made of when we were about 7 and 6. 25 years ago, and then one 4 years ago when we went to a Christina Perri concert. And yes, I went to a Christina Perri concert, and not only did I go, but I got kicked out of said Christina Perri concert. That's a story for another time, though. So the Kickstarter getting kicked off, just a wild ride the last few days. Typically these Kickstarters have been running very well. That the first few days I'm hitting about 33% or a third of the way there. Right now I'm recording this Sunday morning and I'm about 25% there. So I'm a little nervous, just because this is the most I've asked for a Kickstarter, just because I'm doing 2 books with it, the trade and the 5th issue. I've had a few comments about asking for digital rewards, and I really want to just keep this strictly physical rewards. I'll probably touch on that as the end closes, why I'm doing that, but for right now, it's all physical, and I'm even started doing these Deadpool sketches, which I will get to in just a second, so hold that thought. Also, if you are doing inking on comics, Copic just released their very own brush pen. I think it's called the Gasson Fude pen. I've got one ordered. It's about $10, I think it was, with shipping. Looking forward to that because Copic ink seems to dry the quickest out of all the black inks that I use for the inking process. Along with that, on Wednesday, ordered my first ISBN number and barcode, which is going to be going on the trade paperback. It was just such, like, the world was spinning for about 5 minutes, and when I hit the order button, it was like everything just stopped and was like, this is really happening, and like this is showcasing what happened over the whole last year. These first 4 issues, it's been such a wild ride, and they keep getting better and better. Not only art, but the way I'm laying everything out and everything like that. But I'm pretty stoked on that trade, just because it shows off everything so well and how things came together. Also did an ad for a friend to throw in their book for the trade. I think I'll probably be throwing it in issue 5 as well. But I've said this before, and I don't have Photoshop, so when I make things, I kind of have to just check and guess. And so, like, this is the ad I did, but you can see that the cover for the trade is taped on, and like that's so when I scanned it in, it'll stay in place, because that's how I do things. And this was a very big undertaking because getting the size right of the trade was such a hassle. And I got lucky, got it just the right size, and turned out awesome. So be looking for that ad. Also, that'll be showing up in issue 5. I'm just stoked on the whole, just the idea of the trade itself. I'm just stoked on it. So, Thursday, that's basically all that happened on Thursday. I did hear from my printer that the proofs for the trade should be here early this week. He did one of them at 80-pound weight, and that's typically what my other issues have been, this 80-pound weight. But he just got 50-pound weight in, and I wanted to see if we could make it just a little thinner, a little quicker, like the pages lighter and quicker to flip through. So we're checking out 50-pound weight as well. Those should be here earlier this week. And then Friday was one hell of a day. Started off the day kind of working on everything. Sorry for the jostling of the camera. But then we got into East of West. In this comic, my buddy's been telling me to get into it for a while now, and started reading it, and I was alright with it, but I wasn't too excited until this panel happened. When this panel happened, I fell in love with the story. I've got a picture of it. I'll throw that on the end, and I'll give you a little time to read that too. But sold me on the whole series, and I can't wait to get the next trade so I can get caught up on that. I think the series is done. Not sure, don't take my word for it. But if you want to, get that first trade, and I'm pretty sure you'll fall in love with it too. After I got done reading that one, I went to Fort Dodge because it was tattoo day. Got some new ink, got some Casca from the Berserk series. The story is still being written, but everything up to this point, I felt like these last 5 years or so, their love story right now is just something that I wanted to keep the memory of, like, at least this 5 years, but it's the best storytelling of a love story that I've known up to this point. I just can't get enough of it, and I really hope it turns out alright, but even if it doesn't, these last 5 years of reading and, like, seeing this relationship being built, like, that's never gonna go away, so I figured now was the best time to get this tattoo done. I will show you, there's some clips I got when I was getting tattooed, so if you're squeamish about tattoo stuff, it's about 30 seconds, jump over it when it happens, but I'll show it off a little bit better, clearer, so you can see, like, that whole thing going down. I am massively in love with it. I probably should throw some more lotion on it right now, but I'll get done with this video and then go do that. So I'll put in that tattoo stuff right now. So then afterwards, met up with some friends. A friend was playing at a bar, kicked it with them for the evening, and had an awesome time. So then Saturday rolled around, and the jostling of the computer, camera, whatever you want to call it, happened some more. And if you've been following along, you know what a fan of Tokyo Ghost I am. So I picked up this. And this is Sean Murphy's first work, and it's such a fun, light read. Basically, just a story of a few friends going out, getting lost off-road with the Jeep, and it's a lot of fun. I found myself laughing at it quite a bit. When I got it in the mail, I tweeted about it. I was like, I'm super excited about reading this since it's Sean's first bit. Sean's such an inspiration of mine right now. His drawing style for Tokyo Ghost in general, but I love his art that he does, and just seeing where he started. He actually tweeted back at me. He was like, I wrote it back in 2003, so I hope it holds up. That paperback edition was done in 2010, so it's about 7 years or whatnot. I highly suggest it. It's just a fun little romp of a story, and like one of my favorites right now. I'll probably read it a couple more times this week. just because the detail and level, like, he has such great sound effects. Does really great work with line weight and just getting everything looking great. I really want to try and get to 50% black and white on pages with the next issue. We'll see how close I can get to that. But Off-Road really does a great job. Like, it's not great till it's black and white, and he does a great job of associating all the panels with each other, but at the same time keeping it all separate. So that was a lot of fun, and then that brings us to today, which is meaning I'm doing these Deadpool sketches. If you have already pledged for the trade paperback and or the 5th issue, if you pledged on the newest Kickstarter, you're already getting a Deadpool sketch and a few more. I'm going till this Wednesday, so once this video goes up on Monday, you got 2 more days. I'll do it through Wednesday. So if you pledge before the end of Wednesday, you will be getting one of those Deadpool sketches also. I've done a few of them. I've liked about half of them, and I've pitched about half the other ones. I'm only keeping the best ones. I did shoot a little video of me just scribbling these out, so I'll throw that on the end right here. I hope your creative endeavors are treating you well. That's going to do it for me right now. Like I said, check out the newsletter down below. Links to Gaz's latest, Jan's latest. Let's see what else I got. The Kickstarter, if you would help me out by pledging, I'd be so appreciative. And plus you get some awesome sweet stuff, especially with the Deadpool sketches right now. I've got 2 more planned, so the sooner you pledge, the more sketches you'll get on the side. So we'll keep the cost down for shipping, and you get something awesome and cool and special just for me. So thanks for watching along. I hope this video comes together well. I hope everything's treating you well, and I'll check in with you next week. I will probably have a couple of special videos going up on Patreon, at least this week some point, putting together books and whatnot. Hopefully I'll have time to put that together, but most of this week's going to be dedicated to finishing up issue 5. I can't show you what I've been working on because it's a secret little thing, but I guarantee it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to leave it at that, but enjoy the rest of this video. A bunch of pictures and whatnot, everything that's happened this week. Like I said, check links down below, find me on social media, say hey, what's up, and we'll start the conversation there, and I'm sure we'll be great friends at that point. I'll check you next week, and until then, I'm Ox. I'll check you later.